Okay, alright guys, welcome back to Metroid Prime 2. I know it's been a bit about a week, because last weekend I didn't record parts for Prime 2 because I was actually sick all last week. And, well, I didn't want to have to edit out my, sniffling, coughing, and all that other shit. But, if I remember correctly, the last time we met in Metroid Prime 2, we just arrived to the lower Torvus bog area, meaning that we are actually going to be heading towards, getting some more of the Dark Temple keys for Torvus. And, well, this area is actually a bit of a pain in the ass, if I'm going to be honest with you. So, for one, I do not have the gravity suit, at least not yet. I mean, well, technically, we don't get the gravity suit at all in this game. We get a version of it, essentially, but it's not the gravity suit. It's called the gravity booster, which I do believe we get in this part. I can't remember off the top of my head. But basically, this section of the game is really fucking stupid. So essentially, what we have to do is we have to go in a bit of a circle, like 3 times, if I'm remembering right. Where basically what we're doing is we're trying to open up an area that leads to a boss fight that will lead us to the gravity booster. And by the way, I don't know why I was just sitting there on that. I think I was checking something. But this is honestly not my favorite area of the game. This is actually probably one of my least favorite sections of the game, because, you know, you're just doing this, you're just going in a circle, and, you know, backtracking in Metroid games is common. I'm not criticizing that. It's just that this is like one of the most blatant circles you'll go in. And also the fact that these fuckers are the biggest pain in the ass I've ever had to deal with, especially if you without the gravity booster or gravity suit or whatever you want to call it. Because, and also, I I don't know if it's just me, but I also have this problem where for some reason the side dash just straight up doesn't work. Especially once I do get the gravity booster. But I don't know if it's just me and I just suck, or if I'm just, or if, maybe it is somebody else. I don't know. But, yeah. I will mention that I don't think I died to the alpha blog, luckily, because of the, if I remember right, I don't think I died to him. I think there's only 2 instances where I died in this game. Not counting, dying in the multiple. I'm not counting individual deaths, since most of my deaths are in the same sections, if that makes sense. But I think I died to the Boost Guardian a few times. I think like 3 times, if I remember right. I can't remember how many attempts that took. And then I think I died to I actually did record a little bit into the Sanctuary Fortress, and I died to the Spider Guardian like twice. Or no, I only died to him once, actually. Never mind. I can't do anything with that yet. Oh, by the way, this area of Torvus brings back the Meridia theme. The underwater Meridia theme. I actually really like this theme. I actually like this version more than the original, actually. I kind of like this version. If there's one thing about Prime 2 that I will always say is a positive, it is the soundtrack. I actually do really like Prime 2's soundtrack. I think it has one of the better themes. Has some of the better themes in the game. Clearly, the composer, Kinji Yamamoto, thinks so too. I mean, because he also composes the soundtrack for Donkey Kong Country Returns. And there's a song in there that sounds right out of Metroid Prime, out of this game. I can't remember what level it is. It's one of those levels. I think it's with the level where you have to like run through the wave, and if the wave catches you, it kills you instantly. I can't remember the name of it though. But so essentially what we're doing is we're going in a bit of a circle around around that main area where the save room was. And activating a series of switches so we can open up the bottom of the area so we can get to the alpha blog / the next suit upgrade. Did any of that make sense? Good. I don't care. But it does require going through Dark Torvus and stuff like that. Just the standard stuff. But But right now I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go, and I'm also, you know, looking for scan logs and making sure I get them all. Well, I might as well talk about that Nintendo Direct that happened. Well, it was more of a partner Direct, so it wasn't really anything important. But there was a Nintendo Direct. There was a partner. It was a partner Direct, meaning that it was just third-party games, mostly third-party. I mean, Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment isn't third-party, but it is developed by Koei Tecmo, which isn't Nintendo. But I mean, I guess you could argue Prime 4 is also should have been had some information because it's developed by Retro, but I think Retro is Retro is part of Nintendo, isn't it? Or no, hold up. I don't think Retro Studios is, because has Retro done anything outside of Nintendo games? Actually, now that I think about it, hold up. Retro Studios. Yeah, it's a subsidiary of Nintendo, so technically they wouldn't have shown up in a thing, because the only things they have done for Nintendo, the only games that they have done were Metroid Prime, Prime 2 Echoes, Metroid Prime Hunters, Prime 3 Corruption, Metroid Prime Trilogy, Donkey Kong Country Returns, Mario Kart 7. I didn't know they were responsible for that one. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, and, you know, Prime Remastered and Prime 4. They actually do have some canceled games, which was Metaforce, NFL Retro Football, Car Combat / Thunder Rally. They were the working titles. Raven Blade, that sounds cool. Hold up, what was that? This game was showcased in E3 of 2001, but production was plagued with technical setbacks, and the game eventually got canceled in July of 2001. So, oh, I kind of wish that game came out. That name sounds cool, and it's a role-playing game. There was an untitled Legend of Zelda game where it was starring Ashika in a story that explores the origins of the Master Sword. So that's probably the precursor of Skyward Sword. The untitled, Heroes of Hyrule. I was about to say Hyrule. I don't know what that means. Heroes of Hyrule. It was a rejected pitch for The Legend of Zelda, starring a Goron, a Zora, and a Rito, who set out to rescue Link. That sounds pretty cool. Would have been a good spin-off. Star Fox Armada, which was a rejected pitch for a Star Fox title featuring a puppet visual style and online multiplayer. And then Harmony, which was a Nintendo Switch game, so this was recent. And it was original role-playing title with singing mechanics. The game was canceled in favor of development of Prime 4. Okay. Well, sorry, people who were looking forward to Harmony. I don't think it was even announced, so never mind. But yeah, but Retro Studios, that's all they've done. They've only done Nintendo games. They've only done... They're mostly known for Metroid and Donkey Kong Country Returns and Tropical Freeze. Cool. I had Mario Kart 7. I didn't know they did Mario Kart 7. Then again, I don't remember. I don't remember playing Mario Kart 7. I played the only Mario Karts I have any extended exposure with is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Mario Kart Wii. I do remember playing a little bit of Double Dash, but not a lot. And I guess you can count Mario Kart World. I did play a little bit of it. I haven't played a lot of it, but, you know, I'm not a Mario Kart guy, or Mario Party for that matter, mainly because I don't have friends to play with it. And if I did, I don't think I want to be ruining friendships within those events. But the Nintendo Direct, Partner Direct, they announced a few things They announced some stuff, and honestly, for the most part, it was, for what I'm gathered, it wasn't really any... I didn't even watch the stream, to be honest with you. I kind of... The only announcement that really, like, caught my eye was the Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment gameplay trailer that I saw, which looked cool, which, you know, looked good, and, you know, is going to feed my Hyrule Warriors addiction when that comes out. Well, that addiction's just going to come right back after it comes out. And And the fact that Persona 3 Reload, by the way, that's my Tuesday, Thursday Let's Play. You should totally watch that. What was I saying? But Persona 3 Reload is getting a Switch 2 release, and I think it's already controversial, which doesn't surprise me at the slightest. From what I've gathered, the main issue is I believe the gameplay runs at 30 frames per second. It's going to be a game key card, similar to the likes of Yakuza 0 Director's Cut and Split Fiction and stuff like that. You know, non-Nintendo first-party titles. And there was something else that was... Oh, and the DLC is going to be sold separately, which, again, is pretty stupid. Even this is coming from someone who was, you know, who was owned... who has 2 copies of Persona 3 Reload. You know, even I think that's fucking stupid, but... I mean, there's not really a lot I can say. I don't plan on getting the Switch 2 version of Reload because, I mean, I don't see the point. I mean, if I want to play Reload, I'll just load it up on PS5. And even then, I'm kind of... After, I think, my Let's Play, I don't think I'm playing Reload for a while. You know, because, you know, the Let's Play is still going on. I think I'm, like, halfway through that one, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Actually, a little over halfway. I don't know. I don't know how long that Let's Play is going to be. I'm hoping it's not, like, longer than... 130 because Dark Commando's gross. You know what's actually funny is I recorded a session of Prime 2 and I almost fought Dark Commandos like I didn't have the Dark Visor, and then I noticed that I had it. I'm like, oh shit, I have the Dark Visor. I could fight them normal. I could fight them no problem now. I genuinely forgot that I had it. I think this is the one where I kill them with the light barrier. I could be thinking of somewhere else. I caught that guy. Poor guy. Because, yeah, you can kill enemies with the light barriers if it's the charged light barriers. Like, if you shoot a light barrier with the light beam, like I just did. Well, not now, but earlier with that when that guy died. It will kill enemies, including... Oh, there he goes. He walked right into it by accident. Like, oh, that very obvious light barrier that was there before. Ah, that hurts. But, I mean, besides that, I don't really recall anything else from the partner direct that really was interesting me. And I know that people were like, well, what about, like, I'm surprised they only did a partner direct. It's Nintendo. They released a new console, didn't they? Shouldn't they be announcing games for it? And, like, I'm just like, honestly, I'm pretty sure a regular Nintendo Direct is coming in, like, probably a couple weeks, maybe a month, I don't know. I honestly doubt that there's going to be another Nintendo Direct, you know, like the size of the Switch 2 one. Because with the Switch 2 one, they announced a lot of shit. They announced a lot for Switch 2 with that Direct. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be a little bit longer until the next Direct. And then, you know what? Knowing my fucking luck, they'll announce another Direct like right after I upload this video. Thanks, Nintendo. But for fuck's sake, the only thing I'm really just waiting for right now is just Prime 4. I just want some information. Like, I don't even care if it gets delayed to 2026. I just want, like, the definitive release date. Like, the 100%, like, it's coming out this day, no more delays. You know, I mean, then again, GTA 6 had, like, what, 3 different release dates, and it got delayed every single fucking time, so I wouldn't be surprised if the same exact thing happens to Prime 4. But, I do wonder, like, but, like, I don't remember anything else that happened in that partner direct. I don't remember. Ooh. I'm trying to see if I can shoot at the thing from a distance, because I don't feel like trying to walk over there. Because for some reason, I guess they reset after a while, or they reset since I went to Dark and Light Aether. Uh, I think the only part of the game that I'm not looking forward to getting to right now is actually going to be the hunt for the Sky Temple keys. Mainly because I still don't know how I'm going to approach that part, or those parts. Because, unlike what I did, as you may have noticed, unlike the, Chozo artifacts from Prime 1, I'm not getting them on my way. And well, actually, I can't get them right now because I don't have the Dark Visor, because I can't see the fucking enemies that hold the Dark Sky Temple keys. Okay, you know what? I might as well get into this, and I might as well get into it now because I feel like I'm going to get into it anyway, but I'm going to do it anyway. The hunt for the Sky Temple keys is going to be towards the end of the game. Now, technically, you can actually encounter the Sky Temple keys a little bit earlier than intended by using the Dark Visor, when you get the Dark Visor. But the problem is that, well, you have to have the Dark Visor in order to find the enemies that hold the, that have the Sky Temple keys. Because they're not like, you know, they're not like the, Chozo artifacts from Prime 1. Where, in Prime 1... you could get away, you could find the Chozo artifacts and still grab them, even if you don't know that you need to be getting them. Because, you know, the developers of Prime 1 intended that you get those on your way throughout the entire game. Sort of. You know, actually, if I remember right, in Prime 1, after I think you went to the Chozo ruins, I think after you get the boost ball, now that I'm thinking about it, if you fuck around for enough time to where the hint system kicks in and tells you where to go next, it actually directs you to the impact crater, so you can get the idea. Oh, I should be gathering these Chozo artifacts. So if it's your first playthrough, you know, I knew about the Chozo hunt, artifact hunt, because I think I encountered one by complete accident. Oh, yeah, we do need to... yeah, by the way, I had to scan the alpha block. You don't have to scan it outside the thing. I just scanned it out there anyway, because it was right there. But, so actually, yes, we are about to fight the alpha blog. And, well, first off, actually, for once, getting the upgrade isn't because I defeated the enemy, but, you know, technically, the boss is what I have to defeat to get out after I get the item. So, I'm going to get the item, because actually we're getting the gravity booster now, but I have to get the gravity booster, and then on my way out, I have to kill the alpha blog in order to get out, which sucks. I mean, I say, you know, it sucks because you have to fight the alpha blog, but I beat it on my first try, but I think I get dangerously close to death. I think I forgot where the item is. But in Prime 2, they don't tell you about the Sky Temple keys until after you finish the Sanctuary Fortress. And, well, you're about to start heading over to fight then they're like, okay, well, we gotta fight the Emperor Ing. We probably should have told you this earlier, but we forgot. You gotta find the Sky Temple keys. And then they tell you how to get them. So when you go, you can look up the hints and all that stuff at the outside of the Sky Temple, but you can go to but what you have to do is you have to go to the area that the Sky Temple key says it is at, and then go into the Dark Visor, and there's a particular enemy that you'll see only through the Dark Visor. You'll shoot the enemy with whatever beam you got. It doesn't matter which one. And then you'll be able to kill it, and then you get the Dark Temple key. Now, you can start doing that as soon as you get the Dark Visor. All right, so all right, but let me get into the alpha blog. So the alpha blog's only vulnerable when it charges at you like it just did. The problem is that you have to shoot and then dodge out of the way. I'm trying that, but what you've noticed is that for some reason I'm not dodging, and I swear on my life, I am pressing the B button. In fact, you see me doing it now to prepare. And I swear, I'm not doing anything different. I'm pushing the analog stick to the side and pressing the B button. Now, there, I did it no problem, but almost every other time I do it, I end up not jumping, and I still have no idea what's causing it. At first, I thought it was maybe something with my controller, but it can't be that if every other time I'm doing it's nothing's wrong. Now, maybe it has something to do with the fact that I'm still firing the beam, maybe? And maybe I'm still holding a charge beam? I don't know. I mean, I've never had this problem. I don't remember having this problem in the Prime Trilogy version. But again, if anyone has encountered the alpha blog and has had a flawless run with it, I'd love to see that video. And I don't know what I was doing there. But it also shoot those white projectiles that aren't really that hard to dodge. I have no problem dodging them. Yeah, all you have to do is just move to the side. Like right there, like I had no problem dodging it in there. But like he's only vulnerable when he charges at you. When he opens his mouth or its mouth or whatever gender it is. I don't know. It could be a she for all I know. I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. Don't fucking talk to me. But, like, you'll see that I get dangerously close to death in this battle. And honestly, after a while, it looks like I'm not even doing any damage to him. That was just stupid. I didn't even jump. I don't even think I even tried to side dash. Right there. There's my energy low prompt. I think I have like I think I have like one more hit before I die. Oh, nope. No. I'm scared. I think this was the point where I was terrified, because if I miss this shot, I'm dead. And I didn't miss. I remember because like I think I remember like dropping the controller for like a good minute and just not a minute, but like I had to breathe for a second. Like I had to drop everything for a second, like while the cutscene played, and just scream, "Oh my god!" But now that we have the gravity booster, so for one, it does give the benefits of the gravity suit where you can have better control underwater and better visibility, but also it does have it does have another benefit where you get a third jump when you hold the jump button in midair. So yeah, you get a little boost jump underwater. No, it's not everywhere, it's just underwater. But it helps you reach high places. So, enjoy that. I got nothing else to say about that. That's the only thing I've got to say about the gravity booster. I mean, it's really only useful in Torvus because we can't use it. Yeah, it's absolutely useless everywhere else. There's no other underwater areas in this game. This is the only area that you'll be able to use it. Torvus is the only area. The Sanctuary Fortress doesn't have water in it. Neither does Aegon. Aegon definitely doesn't have it. No, I don't think the Temple Grounds has any water. Yeah, this is the only area that you would be able to use it. And you can't use it in Dark Torvus either, because all water in Dark Torvus turns into poison. Kind of similar to the Chozo ruins back in Prime 1, where all water is poisonous in Dark Aether. It doesn't matter where it is. But yeah, I should have cut the part here. Oh, then I would have been. It probably would have been an awkward cutoff for the. Never mind. What? I don't even remember how this part ends. Because I edited this part back in. Because you know, I put this part ready to I put this part ready to, commentate for me like 2 weeks ago because I was, thinking, oh, I'm going to be fine to commentate, and I didn't realize I was going to get sick. But I don't remember what the fuck I did. I don't remember why the fuck I didn't end it at the save point. I think judging from what I think I'm about to go back and get one of the dark... I think we're about to... Yeah, because now we have to backtrack through here again to get the Dark Temple keys, because there's a couple here. God damn, the bitrate. Yeah, he's dead. Or, I don't think he is. There we go. I'm about to say, like, you have the gravity booster, just use that, you fucking dipshit. Alright, I'm making it harder than I need to. Oh, man. I'm also just kind of wondering if they're going to do a Metroid Prime 2 remaster. I mean, I don't know. I have a feeling they will, for some reason. That or they'll just port it to the, whatchamacallit, the Nintendo Switch Online Expansion Pass GameCube Super Turbo Holy Shit Edition. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's just the Nintendo GameCube. Oh yeah, this puzzle. Alright, so now that I have the gravity booster, I have access to this puzzle, which basically what you have to do is you have to use the bombs to get yourself propelled through this stuff here. But you have to time your bomb drops based on because otherwise you'll sink right past it, or too early you'll sink right past, you'll miss the chance to bomb jump. Too late, you'll sink right past it before it actually detonates. And as you can clearly tell, I suck at timing this. I'm horrible at it. Especially if I have to do it twice. I really suck at that. I don't know why I do. I dropped one right... I think I panic pressed it. I think you have a time limit, or is it the time limit for the actual energy tank? It's for the energy tank, because I hear the timer now. Oh, I'm not getting it. Oh, barely got it. Alright. Sorry, I doubted myself. Yeah, but that's just... did I backtrack all the way for a fucking energy tank? Are you serious right now? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I backtracked for a fucking energy tank, didn't I? Okay. Or no, I didn't. I just went out of my way for it because I'm pretty sure the guy told me to. That guy, the guy told me to. Yeah, there we go. Because this is the end of the part, I can tell by the playhead. It's like, once Samus transitions, evaporates into dust, Thanos got her. Yep, that'll do it. So the next time we meet in Metroid Prime 2, we're going to explore Dark Torvus with the, well, with the fact that we have new abilities and better means of exploration, we should be able to start getting the Dark Temple keys for Torvus and eventually going to fight the boss. So see you guys next time, and take care.